What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack. Today we're going to talk about Adam Wainwright, who has been just phenomenal this year. About 163 innings of a 3.10 ERA. And we're going to watch how he gets it done. This is the first inning of yesterday's game against the Pirates. If you don't really know, if you remember that classic gif of Wainwright striking out Carlos Beltran, that's still the same pitch. That curveball is one of the most underrated curveballs in baseball these days. I think we've kind of forgotten about how good it is. We're going to watch it in action today against the Pirates. So here's the first inning. We're going to break it down. So here we go. Wainwright, first pitch. That is just an 87 mile per hour fastball in there for a strike. Sure. Pretty standard stuff. And the thing about that, it's surprisingly one of the best pitches in baseball of getting called strikes. About 27% called strike rate on his fastball is stupid high. Doesn't get swing strikes on it. It's about like a 4% swing strike rate. But if you keep in mind that the average called strike rate on a pitch is around 19% or so, then you realize, wait a second, 26-27 is so high. That's over a fourth of the time that Wainwright throws his fastball, it lands as a called strike. That's really, really, really good. So here we are again. And there's a curveball that falls in at 71. That is, I mean, it's pretty much free real estate. You know, it's right in the middle of the plate. This is incredibly hittable for Satsugo. But hey, he gets himself a strike. Wonderful, good stuff. Now at 0-2, he can get that curveball lower probably. And he gets the whiff at 73. And that's the thing, that curveball is a strike for so long. It's so hard for Satsugo to say, you know what, out of the hand, this isn't going to land in the strike zone. So he's committing, and it just keeps falling and falling and falling. And actually, even though it hit the dirt, only crossed it here. He didn't cross the plate here, crossed it here. You know, it's just so much depth into the glove of Molina. So amazing work there by Wainwright, and that's kind of how it gets it done. So here we go. Now we have a lefty up, and we might see a little bit of a different approach. Maybe that cutter does show up to try and get some called strikes. And there's that fastball doing work again. 89, that's right on the edge. You might say, no, the ball is outside. No. If any part of the ball hits it. And that's as good as you can get. First pitch, that's beautiful. And that kind of command allows him to do anything he wants with the secondary stuff. There's that cutter, 83. Tries to get a swing on it. I think, honestly, Wainwright is more so trying to get a strike with it. That pitch really isn't a swing and miss pitch for Wainwright. It's more of a just get a strike. It's not the highest CSW. Sometimes it's an out if they're just trying to attack the fastball. Because essentially, if you're facing Wainwright, you want to jump on those called strikes, right? You don't want him to get that free real estate, you could say, with the fastball. You want to be able to drive those pitches and not have to drive the curveball or the cutter. So that's what Wainwright is playing. That's the game he's playing with a lot of these guys. So now he throws the cutter away like that. You can probably sneak in another fastball, maybe a curveball in there for a strike. As he does go with a curveball, and you got to understand, you see this and you think, Hayes, what are you doing? This is a curveball that is a 12-6 curveball, so this is never a strike. It's not the case. Wainwright does get a lot of horizontal bend to his curveball. You can't really see it because the Cardinals camera angle is terrible. Look, this is the right side of the mound. This is where the plate is. There's so much gap here. You want it to be straightened out. Such a terrible angle. Anyway, this one starts over here before coming down this way. So on release, Brian Hayes can't really tell if this is going to land so far away. Just keep falling and falling and falling. And now that you see a swing strike like that from Brian Hayes, you're probably going to try and throw it down here and get a whiff on that because he clearly can't read the pitch. He tries to do his backdoor fastball at 89. Rare miss here. He's not trying to elevate like this, I don't think. I think he's trying to actually pinpoint it down away. But now you go back to the curveball. That's the pitch, isn't it? And he overthrew that one. That one, he tugged this one. I think if you threw this over here, you might get a whiff, but this one's very obvious out of the hand. Not going to be a strike. And here's the thing. Wainwright, veteran, will throw anything now. It's not like you have to throw a fastball because you don't have your curveball or a cutter or something like that. I'm actually really curious what Wainwright will turn to. If you ask me, considering he has a 37% CSW on that curveball, it's got to be the hook. You got to believe in it. Oh, no, it's a cutter, and that's in the middle of the plate. It is a strike, though. That's a good thing. Brian Hayes isn't really expecting this cutter to come. He's probably thinking of a fastball or a curveball here. So he gets a foul off, and honestly, if he commands that better, puts in a better spot, then he probably does get a whiff or an out on it. But now 3-2 again. Come on, give me the deuce. No, he gives a backdoor, a backdoor fastball, and this is a sinker that comes back to the plate. My God, the command on that. Let's watch this really quickly here. Out of the hand, this looks either up or away. Like it's pretty much gonna go here, and then it falls back down into the zone to here. Filthy. That's filthy. You'll love to see it. All right, so now against a left-hander, you can throw whatever you want, man. There's a sinker that does catch the plate, never left it. It did come down into it, so it's kind of hard to grasp with that one a little bit as an ump. I can understand that. Probably free real estate coming here. Nope, another fastball. That actually looks like a changeup, 83 down and away. We don't really see Wainwright have too much success against changeups. I believe it's just saved for lefties. I probably wanted to keep him off balance. You know, thinking like, oh, he's probably going to throw the fastball. If I can throw this first strike, I'll get one. He did. 1-1. You got to throw it. Yeah, there it is. Finally. Yeah. Not a good one. Not a good one. Actually, I will say, Wainwright really hasn't had his best curveball so far this inning. There's another changeup as he's refusing to give Reynolds a fastball to drive. And this is something that you can really play with as a pitcher, right? If you're throwing only off speed the entire way through, you can really save now that heater for a 2-strike count, because that 89 that he throws can turn into 94, 95 if you're sitting at 83 and seeing 73 as well with the curveball. Maybe a cutter at 84 or so. It can really, really surprise guys. So there's the curveball at 75, bottom of the zone. Not a good one. 2-2. I mean, you could say, Nick, he wants to throw a strike. It's 2-2. Yeah, but with this curveball, I mean, if you get it down here at all, Reynolds is swinging through this, and he does give it a drive. But, you know, into right field. And that's it. That's what Wainwright does. This guy is essentially throwing a good curveball. We actually didn't even see in that first inning. Much better throughout the game. Really good fastball command. I mean, he's nailed this down as sinkers that are moving and catching the edges. A cutter that he can confidently throw in the zone for the most part. You saw that 84 one in a full count, did not get burned on it. But really, that curveball, excuse me, is everything. I'm a little sick today. And it's amazing what he's doing. I mean, at this age in his career, 3.10 ERA again is just absurd. And guess what? He gets the Pirates again next time. It should be really fun. But, I mean, that's a good glimpse at what Adam Wainwright is doing. Let's hope he can do it through September. But that's going to do it for today's pitcher video breakdown. As always, my name is Nick Pollack. And may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.